Hey, everybody at home. Welcome back to the NXL. We are down at the World Cup in Kissimmee, Florida. We are in WNXL matches. We've seen some great matches. I'd like to take a second to introduce our co-host today. Tell the folks at home.
Hi, I'm Raylan. I play with Dallas 5. We just played the Heroines. It was a very, we wanted to fight. Well, I say fight in a nice way.
No, go with it. Just go with it.
Listen, I don't want no beef, okay? I don't like beef.
B and I just talked about having street fights in the parking lot between players. No, we approve of this now.
Hey, whoa, that's divisional. Calm down.
No, this was WNXL. Man up. Okay.
But
Anyways,
I'm not a man.
Well, that's a generic phrase. So how are you guys looking for the weekend? I think you're 3-1, right?
We are 3-1. We've played Femme Fatale's first game, always a tough one. Us with
Sure.
Femme Fatales is those games are always real close. And then we played
that team, which was really good.
And then we played Jerkania and Suricatos. Suricatos is the team we forgot.
Yeah.
Not forgot in the bad way, but they were a good team too.
Yeah. So you're 3-1. I still think you guys are moving on. If I'm not,
I believe from our bracket it is Heroines and us.
Yeah. So I think
they're taking top 2 from each bracket. Just in case no one knew that, because I didn't know that till just now.
Well, sometimes as a player, it's better not to wade into that
Yeah.
stuff. Just focus on killing and moving forward, and let somebody else, let the smart players on the team figure that out. I never deal with that stuff.
But I am the smart player.
Oh, no. Okay. We just exposed a major problem in the Vibe program.
Listen, it's not math, so it's not my forte.
What is actually math?
I'm a math major.
Are you really a math major?
I'm in my super senior year of college.
Congratulations. So I was told, we're going to derail from paintball here, but I was told that math majors can take pretty much any job they want. Every company in the world is just like, we don't care what we're filling for. If you're a math major, we can find a way to use you.
Yeah, that was the whole plan for being a math major. Is I don't really know what I want to do, but I can do math.
Yeah. Well, congratulations, because a lot of students go in without a plan. You went in a plan, and you didn't take an easy field. You're going to do really well.
I hope so, because paintball is an expensive sport to play.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. So someday I'll probably be working for you, so congratulations. All right, so we're going to have St. Louis Archangels versus Suricatos. I don't know. Let's see, who's our second match? Or second deck? It's Northern Lights versus Karma.
Yes.
Karma's out of Canada. I'm sorry, Northern Lights is out of Canada. I forget where Karma's out of. In any case, we have a good match here. There's definitely playoffs at stake. And we'll see. So, Archangels on my left, Suricatos on my right. Let's see the breakout. I believe 5 alive for both teams, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, strong guns up breakout for Suricatos on this side.
Both teams smartly take the snake side tower. It's very important for stopping movement into the snake. Both teams mirrored up at the backline cans on the snake side. Home, towers. Man, I think they're almost mirrored up the whole field. Ooh. I think the Suricatos player in that backline can might be getting pinched a little bit. She's taking fire. Ooh. Ooh. Ouch. That was a slightly painful dive into the snake for the Archangels player. She's definitely going to have a plug of dirt in her gun. Yeah, let's see if she clears it out. It took her about 3 or 4 trigger bolts to get that dirt out of her barrel.
Well,
all right, but she's back in the game.
Suricatos make it in the snake right as they lose their home body.
Movement from that tower up to the juice box by the Suricatos player. Archangels are also in the snake insert, so they could double up the snake if they really chose to.
Ooh, Suricatos is making a strong push down the
2,
Dorito side.
3 players walking off for the Archangels from the Dorito side. That is not good. It is all on the Archangels snake side, and as I say that, so there's 1 player left alive in the snake insert. If I'm the coach, I might towel out of this just because the odds, it's not over yet, but the odds are your player's about to get destroyed.
Oh, another kill for Suricatos.
Yeah, I believe that's it for Archangels. Ooh.
Oh, buzzer hit by Suricatos.
There was a chance Suricatos player was shooting at the her own player hitting the buzzer, but all good. No damage done. Hey, Suricatos brought that back. They started out down a body. Frankly, they had a right to lose that, and they chose not to. So, well done.
Suricatos has definitely had some very good guns up off break, especially when we were playing them. That is something that we noticed, and It was something that we were like, hey, watch their guns because they're going to be up.
Do you start modifying your run out to account for that? Or you don't want to give away that information? Forget I asked.
To each their own.
Forget I asked.
Depends on what we saw.
Yeah. So paintball is a lot about predictability, becoming unpredictable, and then there's a little game inside of a game where you're trying to like, well, the other team now thinks that we're going to do this, so we're going to do this other thing, and there's a little bit of mental games going on back and forth between coaches.
10 seconds.
That is true.
All right, so
confirm.
Northern Lights versus Karma. It's the first point for both teams in this match. Northern Lights on the left, Karma on the right. Karma in the red jerseys. Karma, nice dive out there into the snake. Actually, both teams into the snake immediately.
Looks like a good 5 alive on Karma. Both crawling down the snake.
Northern Lights lose their first player on that Dorito side. Although they do have the snake 50 brick. It's a big take. Is she aware?
It's getting real small in there for the Karma player.
Yeah, that is and I think she might have just got picked off the head. Ref going in for the check. Oh, more of the Northern Lights players peeling off, though, so it's really on top.
Oh, but she's clean.
It's really on the back of this snake brick player for Northern Lights to pull this game out.
Oh.
That's got to do it. Yeah, she's going to take the snake
down
player.
For Karma. Oh, but Karma's in their side.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This snake is all that they have right now for Northern Lights.
Oh, but she doesn't know. The Karma player doesn't know.
Ref getting a check. Wow, great game out of this player. Number 17 for Northern Lights. She's going to carry this whole game. Oh, peels off the tower? Wow.
And then just one alive for Karma and the Doritos, but she doesn't know.
And they towel out. Wow, she might have gotten, 3 or even 4 kills there? And she did most of that work completely alone. Her team melted behind her. Wow. She's got a strong back because she just picked up her team and carried it to that point. That was impressive.
I do think the kill from the Dorito side on the snake player was very important for, who was that, Northern Lights?
Yeah, Northern Lights.
Because the snake player was keeping the Chicago, or that's what we call the 50 snake, in where she couldn't do anything. But when she got shot in the back of the head, that's when it kind of fell apart.
Yeah. Wow. Great game. Well done. So really, still, match is not over. It's 1-0. There's a ton of time of both these matches. Clock is not an issue yet. Coaches can still roll out kind of whatever game plan they want. Neither the score nor the clock is forcing anything. Good Lord. I'm often shocked by how many pods players go out with.
I carry 8.
That's twice what I carry. Probably because I die so fast. All right, here we go. Suricatos on the left, Archangels on the right.
Oh, we lost one from Archangels, though.
And that is an important bunker. That tower over here on the snake is super important for slowing the move into the snake. And as I say that, Suricatos into the snake all the way up to the 50. They do not,
Yeah, they
Archangels,
have no idea.
No idea. She's going to just start picking up bodies.
Because now it's just 2 for the Archangels left. A good cross, but is it enough?
Yeah. Well, they're kind of cramped into that pocket.
It's not enough. So like a 1v5 right now.
Yeah, that's it. Great game by number 9 of the Suricatos. Well done.
And that is something we noticed playing them, is we had to stay diligent. If we let them take space, they took space.
Mm-hmm. Well, they took advantage very quickly of the death of the tower player, the Snakeside Dorito player over here. That is the key to shutting down the movement into the snake. And even after they're in the snake, you can harass snake players from it. But that tower died, and Suricatos, I don't know if it was just lucky timing or they instantly recognized it, but instantly into the snake, right down to the snake 50, and just blew it open. We're seeing, you know what we're seeing? We're seeing individual heroic games out of players so far. There's singular players in these matches that are just going off and just taking over the match.
10 seconds.
That's you. That's what you usually do, right? You're good for what? 4 kills a game?
It depends on who you ask. I don't toot my own horn.
All right, here we go. Karma on the left, Northern Lights on the right.
Looks like we're 5 alive for Northern Lights over here.
Karma in the snake. I'm not sure whether they're going to have 5 alive here in a second. Yep. Northern Lights lose their player getting into the snake.
That was Karma.
4. I'm sorry, Karma. Thank you. I'm putting
I'll
the
keep
headset
you straight.
down.
Don't worry.
I'm done. Oh.
Oh, we got Northern Lights into the D3 over there. But it looks like she's having some gun problems.
So I think we have 4 and 4.
Oh.
Even if she has gun problems, she's going to be drawing a lot of fire. That's good for her teammates.
But she did. It looks like she took a hard bounce. Oh, and she died.
So 2 players peeling off for Northern Lights. And they're not in a great position to cross up and try to hold this off.
Oh, and Karma is approaching the 50 Dorito and looking for heads.
They're in the 50 Dorito and wrapping. That tower is going to get real small, and there it is. Karma is going to convincingly win this point. I don't think Karma can believe their luck because they're still shooting at bunkers trying to figure out where the last players are. And there is nothing. You've done all the killing already, ladies. All right, well, that's the first point I think we watched that I would call a team effort. It wasn't just one player.
Yeah, that was like collapse.
Yeah. Well done. All right, we're going to bounce back over to the next game, which is St. Louis Archangels versus Suricatos. Suricatos up by 2. 12.5 on the clock. Still not an issue. What do you think of this field?
It's a fun field. It's definitely... The snake is definitely... Okay, are we talking about the layout itself, or are we talking about the field?
You have the mic. You can say whatever you want. I was talking about the layout. But you have feelings on the field. I can tell.
I mean, it's definitely a little different because for us, we come from Paintball Fit, so like we're used to the level, even turf. We're not used to playing on. Well, yeah. I say we loosely. I'm from Oklahoma, so I play on grass because we're not bougie enough to have turf fields yet. Because our paintball scene isn't humongous. Like I'm the only girl that plays pro from Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
Let's watch this game.
Here we go, Archangels versus Suricatos. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yep, you're right.
Angels on the left, Suricatos
a good breakout,
on the right.
Good guns up. Suricatos gets into that 50, 40. I guess it's technically the 40 wing in the middle.
I believe we have a clean breakout for both teams, so it's 5 on 5. Big run by Suricatos into Snake Wall 1.
But makes it clean.
She got past that Snakeside Tower for Archangels. That's not supposed to happen. That tower is supposed to stop that kind of movement into the snake. Oh, she's going to get a check from a ref. Might have been a kneel down. Yeah, ref is wiping off. Wiping off a little bit of paint.
Gosh, who put those paintballs on the field?
I think that might be partially your fault, so let's dial it back here, Raylene.
Wow. You think I drop paintballs? All of them into the hopper. Oh.
Big move. She's convinced there was somebody there. Wow, that's
Will
maybe
the
overaggression.
Person notice her in their snake, though?
I would have called that overaggression, but I think it's going to work out for her. Suricatos player is not aware of the danger so close to her. She's asking for a check. It's not going to matter because she's about to get bunkered.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Miner going up.
But I don't think they have anyone to pull.
No. Suricatos is going to start down a body, I believe. Wow, that was a heck of a game by the Archangel player. Am I mistaken, or are there no names on the back of the Angels jerseys?
I think you're correct. I think that would be a good assumption.
All right, well, as a commentator, you're just another number. Okay, I'm not saying this out of defense of the NXL or the organization. Just a fact. The World Cup is so big that they need property so big to handle, I don't know, how many fields are here this weekend? 10, 12? I mean, it's a crazy amount of fields. That's a real limiting factor on finding a location that you can, get perfectly even ground on. And it's not something they tend to all year. So I can kind of see why it's kind of difficult to set up a temporary facility like this with 12 fields and have every one of them with, like, perfectly level, Kentucky bluegrass on it.
Yeah.
So
Philly's grass was good, though.
Yeah.
It wasn't... To me, when we played there, I didn't notice that it was too terrible. Sometimes you go and you're like, oh, wow, and then sometimes you're like, oh, it's okay.
Northern Lights on the left, Karma on the right. I think, again, we got a clean breakout, 5 alive.
Oh, we got some gun problems from a very important bunker, that tower on the snake side.
She takes the walk. Death in the middle for Karma, so it's 4 on 4. Oh, death in that all-important tower.
Having to play gun surgery. Fortunately, that gets to the best of us.
Oh, got a little too over-aggressive there for the Northern Lights player.
Oh.
Yeah, there's no denying that hit. Cyclops. So we have
Looks
the
like-
Karma in the D3. That might be it for Karma.
I think it might be just the D3.
Northern Lights player here in the Snake, and what we're calling the Snake Wall 2. They've also got the D2, and they got that
But
backside can.
will this Karma player notice that she is the only one left alive?
They don't know where she is. She has an advantage of surprise right now, the Karma player. She might be able to pick up a body when they try to go past her.
Oh, but she's not looking this way.
No, she's going to make a bump. She goes to the 50.
But she's almost more protected there with all
Yeah.
those walls. Oh,
She immediately blows up one of the photographers. Nice shooting.
sorry, David.
Northern Lights still a little bit puzzled over here where she is.
Oh, but she took someone with her.
She did, so it's a 1-on-2 now.
And she's very well protected in the, as
Yeah.
we call it, couch-like structure.
I think the home player for Northern Lights knows it at this point, but I don't. If she's communicating it, her teammate up here in the Snake is not listening or can't hear her. Oh, and the home player's going to walk.
Oh.
It's a 1-on-1.
So now it's really a race to the box. 'Cause
She's
I
gonna
don't
get
think
there
either
first.
of them know where the last body is.
Karma player's
Unless.
Wow.
Ooh,
Well,
that was close.
well done. She took a 3-on-1, turned it around, hit the buzzer. Let's see if she's clean. The ref giving a check. She's pointing at her leg, making an argument. Uh-oh. The ref is asking for backup.
Oh, if it's a front hit, then it's less likely that it's from the player that was in the Snake. A back hit is definitely more likely when she was hitting the button. Oh.
What are the refs calling? This is a big, big deal.
She's like, what happened?
They're calling in the head ref on the field to make
I
a
need
call.
an adult.
I say that all the time. Has she not hit the buzzer yet?
The timer stopped. So So she was clean.
Yeah. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with the refs coming in and doing a double check, making sure she's clean.
It's always so stressful when you're on the sidelines and you just see like the huddle of refs close in.
All right, so we're going to do a little bit of a replay here. I believe it's high rollers. Yeah, Taylor.
50 seconds.
So we're taking a look if Tyler gets hit when she gets hit looking to the right.
3 seconds.
Not the easiest thing to tell from that angle.
Oh, this was
10 seconds.
Well, she definitely had a hit on her. I can't really tell at what moment in time that hit occurred. Could be because my eyes are nearly 50 years old.
I mean, my eyes are only 21 years old and they still don't work very well. So
All right, Suricatos on the left, St. Louis Archangels on the right.
looks like a good 5 alive break into the D2 for Archangels.
Tower asking
but we
for a
lost
check.
the closet.
Is that what you guys are calling it?
That's
The
what
closet?
we're calling it. I guess it's
Well, now
just
you-
my natural instinct.
Now you've just given away code words to the entire world.
Oh no, it's not the closet. That's the Shana Tanantonio.
Too late. The damage is done. All right. Suricatos gets the first kill. Archangel's taking a walk. So 5-on-4. Suricatos up 2-1. 10 minutes on the clock. Clock not an issue
You
yet.
guys?
Archangel's in good position to make a bump into the Snake. There she goes.
Archangels? I know about angles. What do you need to
Oh,
know?
right. You're a mathematician.
Looks like we do still have 4 alive for Archangels.
Not anymore. Archangels lose that closet. We're now calling it.
That commentator's curse happened to me the first event.
Oh, every time. You can absolutely rig games from the commenters booth by just saying nice things about a player. They die instantly.
Nice.
Uh-oh,
You're
there
not
is
allowed
a
to talk to me
minor.
about me anymore. Oh,
Yeah.
beaming the Suricatos player with the flag.
Suricatos take a minor, so they're going to drop down, I think, 2 or 3 bodies left alive. They got nothing over here on the Snake side, which lets the Archangel move up to the 50.
This Suricatos player has to play safe.
Suricatos player, I'm not even sure she knows about. Yeah, she knows now. I'm in danger. Okay, yeah, and she's dead. That might be it, and I think the Archangel is going to walk it in.
Maybe? Someone's shooting back at her,
What do we got? What do we got?
but it might be her own team.
There we go.
Towel.
Well done. So they're going to tie it up 2-2. 9 minutes on the clock. All right. What do you think about the layout?
It's fun. I feel Honestly, I feel like it could go either way between like a snake side push or a Dorito side push. It just really kind of depends on what like if a team has stronger guns for shooting the Dorito lane, then obviously you don't want to go that way, and vice versa. So it's kind of feeling out what the other team is good for and like where their lanes are strong and where they're weak, and then take advantage of that.
I will make an observation. The WNXL teams have been actually much more successful getting into the snake fast and pushing the snake fast than the men's teams have.
It's because we're smaller.
Is that
That's what I've noticed,
Yeah.
and the gaps are a lot smaller. Like they're shorter height-wise, so sometimes it's harder for us to like hit the shots that the guys can hit over bunkers.
Big run up the middle.
Big bite for Northern Lights
Yeah.
into the snake too, and but they lost the center 50.
Too big of a bite. She bit more than she can chew. That's my joke. You're going to have to live with that. All right, Karma makes a good counter move into the snake wall one.
Took out the Karma player from
There.
with the Northern Lights.
Commentator curse.
Let's see if this Northern Lights player notices this player
No.
going through the center.
They have no vision to show that she's going to drop and crawl. If she looks backwards, she's going to see a free kill out of that middle wedge.
Maybe that pin might be blocking it. It looks
Yeah.
pretty protected.
She's going to shoot cross at the D3. I think she got that kill. Now she's going to shoot at D1.
But she didn't get it.
No, and they're right next to each other and have no idea.
It looks.
Oh, there it is.
Oh.
Karma player crossing the 50.
So it was a good move through the center 50 by the Karma player.
Yeah.
Keeping up there without the snake 50 noticing her. But her team is just dying behind her, unfortunately.
Well, I think we might be down to the last Northern Light player here in this tower. Uh-oh, ref coming in and already has a flag in his hand. Oh, that's brutal. Okay, so not only are they going to lose this point, they're going to start down a body in the next match. They don't have anybody to fill that in. All right, I'm going to butcher this retelling of history, but at Chicago in those really awful rainy conditions we had on Sunday. So I was up in the booth, and we had the, I believe we were in the semifinals for WNXL. And if my memory is correct, it was Cheetahs and Destiny. A Destiny player crossed the 50, ended up at a wedge on the Cheetah side of the field. There was a Cheetah player in that bunker, kneeling down, shooting Dorito side. Did you see this?
I know exactly when you're talking
My
about.
God.
It was when there was a wing on the snake side.
Yep.
And the Cheetahs player, I believe, I can't remember. I think it was the Cheetah player that was crouched, and the Destiny player was running down and was over her head.
Yes, looking
and
for
never
targets.
looked down
At her
and
feet.
saw the player literally at her feet and just kept going.
And she went past the Cheetah player. The Cheetah player finally caught some little movement out of the corner of her eye. Looked back, and you could see the confusion on the Cheetah player. She's
How
like,
did you get here?
"What? How? What? I guess I should shoot you. It's the right thing to do." It was just Maddie Marshall and I were going crazy. We're like, "What the hell is going on out there?" I think it was the rain, to be fair. All right, Angels on the left, Suricatos on the right. 2-2.
Oh. Suricatos looks like losing one, maybe a penalty with it.
Ref coming in hot.
And there's the minor with it, unfortunately.
So Suricatos going to go down 2 bodies immediately. It's going to be 5-on-3. Oh, as I say that, one of the Archangels from home takes a walk. So 4-on-3. Archangels in better position, though, to push into this snake and push up the middle of the field if they want it. They'll get a little bump from that backhand into the God bunker, the snake insert. Suricatos doing a good job stopping movement from that snake insert, though.
And that's her job.
Yeah.
At that point, if you're alone, your goal is, or not necessarily alone, but the only one on this side, keep them out of the snake, dude. They can't shoot you if they're not on your side, really.
Yeah, if that Archangel gets into the snake, she can go the whole length of it. I like this. The Suricatos player moves up over on the Dorito side into the 50 and over here into the snake.
Oh, and she took out the one thing stopping the Suricatos player from running down the snake.
Suricatos pushing this. Oh, no.
Oh, but she lost
Engaged
it.
in a bad gunfight. All right, I believe the Dorito side's still alive, though.
Oh, but there's some pointing going on.
There's another player walking off for the Archangels.
But I do still think the Suricatos player is in the Archangels D3.
Yeah, and she's going to cross over the middle field.
Into the middle. And
is she going for the bunker?
Oh, there's two Suricatos players alive. Looks like a 2-on-1, and there it goes.
There it goes. Wow, great turnaround by the Suricatos. Honestly, after that minor, they had everything going against them. Did a great job pushing up the Dorito side, did a good job pushing up the Snake side. Fortunately, the Snake side engaged in maybe a bad gunfight and lost for it, but
I think she might have traded because one body did walk out with her.
yep.
So if she didn't trade, she at least drew the gun so that someone else could
shoot
get
her.
the kill.
Anyways, great turnaround game by Suricatos. Good points. Well done. Wow, look at all the welts on the back of that spectator.
Seems like he didn't have as good of day as some of us.
No, and if it's in the back, that's a bunkering. There's no other way you got that many shots in your back. All right, Northern Lights versus Karma. Karma up by a couple points. We got a ton of time on the clock. I'm going to keep saying this. This is not a game situation that's forcing the Northern Lights coach into doing anything radical.
This is something that I've noticed, like, with the WNXL games. They do seem to be going, like, much, much quicker than typical games would be.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you watch, like, the pros, like, there's been a lot more mercies in the WNXL, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Oh, a little stutter step from Karma over here. Getting
Yeah.
into the closet, making sure she's alive.
She asked for a check while basically standing out in the open. That was very brave. First player walking off for Northern Lights. Northern Lights have the home. We're looking at our drone shot. Both cans, home and D2. Karma over here in that middle
Karma
juice
just
box.
lost one. I want to say Karma started with 4 bodies
that's
because
right.
of the minor from the point before.
Well, I think they might just have 2 bodies right now. They get this juice box in the middle, home.
Karma's got 3 for sure.
Is there something in the Dorito side? There
Maybe
we go,
they
Dorito
didn't
2.
start down because they did lose a body and they're
Yeah.
4 up right now.
Yep.
I liked that angle. It was
Yeah.
a good one.
That
That
is
sky view.
Courtesy
Helps me
of
find
our
bodies.
drone shot.
Oh, is she going to get her?
Sees her. It's hard to believe that she's going to make that alive. The refs
That
calls it
was
clean.
that was a little skedaddle across the ground there.
Battle. The crab walk. Northern Lights player, amazing survivability in that situation.
That was the, oh no, they're shooting above my head. I need to get really low crawl.
Wow, and somebody takes out the Karma player in that middle wedge.
Oh.
That is a big swing for Northern Lights. Oh, and she's
But the Karma player chops her up as she goes
Oof.
down the wire without knowing there's a fill.
blown up.
There's a nice breeze.
I'm glad this is the last match. It looks like we have some weather moving in from our left. It's not Florida if it doesn't rain on a tournament.
Don't say that word. You're not allowed to
it's-
say that.
Okay, good luck. I didn't even mention hail or lightning.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at all this bad voodoo hoodoo you're bringing in the house.
Enjoy.
I don't get a covered tent to sit in all day.
Oh, you're living like a peasant? Come join us in the webcaster's booth. We live like kings. Oh, battle at that Dorito 50. They're going to blow each other up.
But
Oh, there's a major. Oh,
well,
oh,
they didn't
God.
start down before, but unfortunately they might be
Yeah.
starting down now. Or actually, I think it might be the Northern Lights
Northern
that
Lights.
got it.
Yeah, it's against the Northern Lights. I don't know if they had any bodies to fill that at that point. They're going to be starting down at least 1, maybe down 2 bodies.
That's rough. But I know that definitely, like, you can't cut out the teams that have to start down bodies. Because if they
Yeah.
shoot 2 off the break, it's 3-on-3, baby.
Yeah.
Play paintball.
I make dumb choices, but here's what I would do. I would go ahead and send, if I got 3 bodies to start the match, I'd send somebody way up the middle. Go for it. You don't have much to lose, right? You're also down on time, so you can't make this a long game, right? Northern Lights are down 1-3. There's 7 minutes on the clock. Again, we're not a panic situation, but you can't let Karma just, like, sit on their guns and force it into a long match.
At this point, if they're starting down bodies, I say you shoot off the break. And if you don't get a kill or 2, you throw the towel. There's no point wasting time if you're already down points, unfortunately.
You are getting so much love on the chat. It's
try.
just Raylene, Rayline after Raylene,
'Kay.
Ray in the booth.
Okay, so now that I know it's you,
Yeah.
it's Ray Lynn.
Raylin. Sorry.
You're good.
So you were getting tons of love on the chat, and nobody cares about me. I get nothing. I bring you into my booth.
You gotta go out there and play.
You win
Where's
the
your
crowd.
Wig?
You win the internet crowd. What's that?
Where's your wig? You gotta go out there and play.
Oh.
You'll get fans.
No, I get smoked at that just like I do locally. There's no hope for me. I'm waiting for a D7 spot to open up.
You might be waiting a while.
Oh, here's the advantage, though. Let me give you one thing that's good.
10 seconds.
Do you know in the rule book, after the age 40, your point multiplier starts causing points to be subtracted when you win?
Yeah.
Meaning, yeah.
It means you only get like 50% for a win.
The older you get, the better it gets.
So I remember how I said I was smart. I've definitely read the rule book a time or two.
And it was a math thing. Oh, here's a minor.
There's a minor.
Minor on the Archangels.
This isn't the team I thought it was.
Yeah, Suricatos on the left, Archangels on the right.
So that does take out 2 bodies for Archangels. So they got to play real smart here. It's a close game still, 3-2.
You're looking at the drone shot. You see the spread. Archangels not in a great position at this point.
Yeah, that home should probably try and fill out to the Doritos side somewhere or stay posted on it.
Good call. So she moves into the snake from the snake tower.
But she does not make it.
She loses for it. It is getting dark off to our left. I hate to tell you this.
There's only 12 minutes of game time?
Yeah.
12-ish.
All right. Suricato's really in the driver's seat at this point. And you know what? Frankly, they can run the clock if they want, right? Because they're up by a point.
They could, but I don't think that's how Suricatos plays ball.
That's not their style.
Oh, they lose another one.
So we were just visited by Smiley Joe, one of the great photographers in the sport, doing a little videography work. Suricatos with both towers. It's going to make it next to impossible.
Oh, but the center 50 does not see the Archangel player go.
That should not have worked.
Lost.
And she's got gun problems. Oh, no.
She got shot in the barrel.
She was checking her gun. Does anybody not know how to use this?
So it looks like it's like a 4-on-1.
Oh, they're going to run it down.
Did they shoot the player that was in the Dorito? Okay. I was like, just run.
Casual. Okay, I'm not endorsing this. I'm just referencing it. Back in the day, if people were shot in the barrel, the move was you pull your squeegee, you squeegee your barrel, and then you run your hand on the outside of the barrel as if you're just getting the laugh, and it hits it. I'm not endorsing that.
That was before my time. I've only been playing paintball since 2021.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you're doing great.
I caught it at the butt end of COVID, basically.
Did you get out and play during COVID?
So I think okay, so COVID was my senior year of high school. So I didn't have a senior year.
Yeah.
So we didn't really do anything until the end of COVID, which was beginning/middle of 2021, which is when everything started becoming you don't have to wear your mask and social distancing is a suggestion and all that stuff started happening. That's when I got into paintball.
Yeah.
So it was good because you didn't ever get close to people as you would in other sports.
You know what was interesting is, and I'm not endorsing COVID, but COVID was actually pretty good economically for the sport. A lot of fields, it's an outdoor thing that you can do, and there were so many other activities that were canceled. A lot of fields actually had very good years during COVID.
It doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. All right, Northern Lights in an awful situation. They're down 4-1. They got 7 minutes, which is a good amount of time.
Looks like they only started down 1 body, though.
Yeah, but they
did make it 4 alive.
And Karma walks off, so it's 4-on-4.
So it's 4-on-4. At this point, it would be it's a go play paintball.
Northern Lights cannot drop another point. I mean, they can, but realistically they can't. They have to start coming back here. This juice box is in danger from the snake. Yeah, snake picked it up. She should get the kill. She ran right into that gun. Number 17 here for Northern Lights. That was a really good kill. She got there sneaky, and Karma didn't know about it. Ran right through her gun.
I definitely would say that this snake player is doing the most for Northern Lights right now.
Doing the heavy lifting.
She's chopping people up.
She maybe needs to get a little less active, or she's going to lose her life for. Oh, there you go. Forget what I said. Great game by number 17 of Northern Lights. Well done. That's what they needed, and it was a relatively quick point, too. All right, well, Northern Lights is going to bring it to 2-4, assuming this is a clean. Yeah. Wow, so they're back in it. So just under 6 minutes on the clock. It's only going to be a 2-point deficit. That's very workable.
Definitely. You could get 2 points in 45 seconds if you're fast enough.
Well, not me, but I'm sure there's players out there that can do it. All right, we're going to go back to Archangels versus Suricatos. So the score is the same, 4-2. Time is actually pretty much the same, 5 minutes and 30 seconds versus 5:42. So we're kind of watching 2 mirror matches here. Archangels, don't get any more penalties. That did not help you.
3 seconds.
All right. We're going to have Suricatos on the right, Archangels on the left. 15 seconds to go.
10 seconds. Game on.
Archangels.
Suricatos has 4 guns up, makes it into that. Looks like that center 50 alive, too.
Archangels take the snake on the breakout. That's a big move.
Oh, but Suricatos matches her. Oh, and they chop up that snake. Looks like 2 killed from Archangels.
She tried to go around the outside. That did not work. Suricatos player was waiting for her.
Right.
For Archangels, I'm seeing this snake insert, which just got occupied, the snake tower, and that Dorito side can.
Oh, but it does look like all of Suricatos players are looking Dorito side. Oh, but the snake switched back, so that's good.
So I'm not entirely sure the Suricatos players are aware that that God bunker's hot, and the snake tower just takes a walk.
That was a good kill from the Suricatos' snake 1 into that very important snake side tower. Now, are we going to see her go down the snake like she's been doing, or is she going to sit it out? Because at this point, all Suricatos needs to do is sit and roll their guns.
Yeah, you're right. 4 minutes on the clock, and the time is winding down.
Because even if they run their guns and don't necessarily win the point, if they burn off 3.5 minutes and there's only 30 seconds, what are the chances of that 30-second point actually resulting in a point?
So Suricatos moving into that, well, I don't know what you guys are calling it. We've called it things like the bouncy house or party room over there on the Dorito side. Another Northern Light player walking off, though. At this point, the Suricatos should be just screaming story time or whatever their code is for slow it down. You know, the odds are incredibly in their favor. They're going to win this point. Might as well milk some more time.
Oh.
And there you go. I think that might be the last Archangel player walking off. Suricatos are doubled up in that Dorito 50.
There was 2 people running the lemonade stand.
Yeah. Oh, you guys call it the lemonade stand?
Yeah. We
Okay.
have the couch, the lemonade stand.
Closet. You're giving away all the secrets.
I mean, that's not what we actually call it. That's just like the funny name, like, oh, that looks like a lemonade stand.
He's
But it's not
backpedaling.
like actual name.
You're going to get back to your team, and they're going to
They're
be
gonna
like,
fire
what
me.
the hell?
They said don't give away any of our secrets, and here
Too
I am
late.
spilling all the beans.
Everything.
Sorry, guys. This
You-
was the whole plan.
You wouldn't
Get
stand
me
up
into
to
the commentator
waterboarding
booth.
for 30 seconds.
I wouldn't. Actually, maybe. I don't know. I've never been waterboarded before, and I don't know what the experience is like.
All right, well, at the hotel tonight, try it out. See what you... I'm sure your teammates are willing to do that after you giving away all the secrets to the
I
team.
have given nothing away that would benefit anyone watching the stream.
All right, Northern Lights versus Karma. Karma on my right, Lights on my left. Lights down by 2. Good amount of time on the clock. Wow, big, wide run by Karma.
It does look like they all make it alive, but it does look like Karma might still be having gun problems. Looks like the same gun.
5-on-5. There you go, the bounce into the snake wall.
At that point, you would just get a new hopper. I
Yeah, it's
believe.
time to swap out. Player walking off for Karma. Good aggressive movement by Northern Lights up this snake side.
If I was the Northern Lights, I'd notice that there was probably no heat on me and just keep going. Like,
Yeah.
Because she's not the Karma player is just.
That is unfortunate. So there's a hopper hit for the player, and the Karma player in the middle. The ref was calling her out, just trying to get her out. Did not want to throw a flag, but the Karma player just wasn't aware of it, and she was in there long enough. The ref decided, well, I got to throw a flag.
I don't know what just happened.
So 3 Karma players walk off all at the same time.
So at this point, this is really Northern Lights' game. If they notice that it's a 1-on, I believe it's a 1-on
4 at least. Oh, player walking off though for Northern Lights. It's all right. They're still in good position to win
It
this
does look
thing.
like it's just the D1 for Karma, though.
But they do want to pick up the speed a little bit. The clock is still running, and that's in Karma's favor. So the Northern Light player right now could just drop and crawl the whole snake if they wanted to.
I don't even think she needs to crawl. She's
No.
in the actually, I think she might be dead.
Yeah, there you go. The last Karma player walking off the back line. Northern Lights just go in, tap the button. They're going to have about 4 minutes on the clock to try to. It's a point. It's going to be 1 point differential. Oh, interesting. Northern Light player ready to hit the buzzer backs off. One of her teammates took a look at her and went,
That's a little questionable.
Maybe you shouldn't hit the buzzer.
You're going to get me waterboarded. I'm reading the chat, and Scott at FIT, the PE tech, is going to waterboard me now. So
please, chat, if you're in favor of waterboarding, make your voices heard.
Say aye.
We have a chance to see it happen. Good luck tonight. All right. Well, we're going to bounce back over to the Suricatos versus the Archangels game. Suricatos up by a really good, healthy lead with 3.5 on the clock. So, lesson for Northern Light or for Karma, it's time to switch out guns. You're having gun problems.
At that point, at what point you're like, this thing's. Give me a new one.
Have you seen any paint swelling issues? It's been kind of hot, humid this afternoon.
The only paint swelling I noticed was the paint that I had in my hopper from yesterday that I didn't dump out. So you should dump your hoppers. That's a very important fact that you should do when you play paintball is not have squishy paintballs that clog up your hopper.
Pro tip. All right, Suricatos on the left.
Going straight to the snake. Oh, and she does not. She gets clipped.
Suricatos 5 alive over there.
So it does look like it would be a 4v5 right now.
And they just need to milk the clock.
But definitely, you would expect to see a little bit more movement from the Archangels since they are down.
I was just about to say the good news for Archangels is that they have that player up the middle at that middle wedge, but as I say that, she dies. Commentator's curse. That's on me. I'm sorry. That's my fault.
Suricatos is still 5 alive.
Yeah. So Archangels need to either towel out or they need to start attacking.
Yeah.
They can't
just sit there, unfortunately.
No. I know attacking is probably suicide right now, but really they have to
die on your sword, dude.
Yeah. Is it die on your sword or is it die on the other guy's sword?
I mean, if you shoot yourself in the foot, it's die on your own sword.
I have done that.
I've never shot myself, but I've definitely been shot on the start box by my own teammates before the point even starts.
Oh, that's rough.
Or chronoing. That one's the worst.
And that may happen again now that you've given up all the secrets.
It's fine. They'll need more than secrets to take me out.
I'm going to bring this up again and again. I hope your team is watching.
They are. They are, for sure.
All right, Suricatos on my left. They're up in bodies, and they are milking the clock here, because why not? Their insert player takes a walk, though. So Suricatos really don't have anything here to try to get into the snake, which is a shame, because that'd be a great way to finish this off.
Gosh, she can dolphin dive over the snake beam.
Uh-oh. Okay, we had a ref pull a gun from one of the Suricatos players, which is never a good sign, but then he gives it back. So not sure what that was.
Let me make sure this works for you, honey.
Yeah, we've had a few gun penalties on this field today for being in the wrong mode. It's happened 2 or 3 times today.
Oh, and a minor penalty assessed on, I would believe,
Suricatos.
And,
no.
Actually, I think it was on Archangels. Pulling the last body. I don't know what's happening.
Suricatos is just going to walk it in. That was the last body for the Archangels. They're going to go down 5-3, and frankly, they need to towel out. I don't know why they're not toweling out. Archangels, Suricatos is just going to sit on the clock. Archangels, are they giving up on the match, or they just have lost track of the situation? Yeah. There it is. A little bit slow to recognize. Unfortunately, that probably cost them an unnecessary 20 or 30 seconds, which now in a 4-point deficit, let me be honest, 4 points in 1 minute, that's
rough.
Yeah. Do the math. Please, you're the math major. What's the math on that?
Your odds aren't very good.
15 seconds per point? I mean, what you need is the other team to get majors under 60 seconds to come back from that deficit. So, Archangels in a next to impossible situation. It's very likely they're not going to win this match, but we still have a very tight match on the other side of it, though. Karma versus Northern Lights. Karma's up by 1 point. 4 minutes on the clock. Again, coaches can kind of do whatever they want right now. Nothing's forcing their hand yet.
This game is definitely still very close.
You know, if I were Karma and I was their coach, I would tell them, I don't want a conservative game plan. Go try to win this.
Go play ball, dude.
Yeah.
You've been winning it before. Why change your plan now?
Northern Lights, good run out into the snake. Both teams into the snake immediately.
Oh, but she is. Northern Lights player is not stopping. She is. Go, go, go.
Yep. Karma player matching it. Karma player into the snake 1. Karma also chooses the juice box.
She, yeah. Karma player shooting the very important bunker to keep her out. And another Northern Lights player dying.
2 of them walking off.
It does look like Karma is still at least 4 up.
Northern
Can't
Lights
see the last.
Northern
5
Lights
alive
still
for sure.
pushing
on
it.
Karma. And this, I mean, this is what you want to see. This game is close, but do you? There's still 3 minutes on the clock, so do you
Slow
run
it
the
down.
time? And I'd say at this point, I would probably towel.
Slow it
There's
down.
1v5, I think.
Yeah, if the Northern Lights coach, he should be toweling out of this situation. Karma has all the 50 bunkers.
Depends on how much faith he has on this one player. I'm pulling out a 1v5.
You know, we've had discussions sometimes about what the coaches should do in this situation. And if one of the things you could do as a coach is say, look, I'm going to give my players 30 seconds. And after that, if they don't show me something that tells me they're about to win this, I'm going to towel out of it.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a nice bunkering move. It's going to be clean.
Oh.
Probably overruns that brick a little bit.
I think she didn't realize how close that player. Oh, but a major?
There's a major. The major, I think, is going to be on Karma. That's a big one. Wow, that is a big one. So if Karma doesn't have the bodies to fill, they're gonna lose the point and start late and start down bodies. Oh my. The Drama Llama has entered the chat, folks. This is not what we expected.
Someone come tell me the T. What's the T?
So I'm going to ask our crack research staff. That would be Todd, who's ignoring me. He's on his phone. He's texting like a teenage girl. I'm going to ask him to check in with the ultimate and find out what the heck just happened on that one.
Where's our adult?
Todd, could you check in with Mikhail and find out what just happened? When he's done, you know. All right, I put my crack research department on it.
Reverse point.
Oh.
So at this point, it really is anyone's game because that would make it 4-4, I believe.
Yeah. Not just 4-4. I think Karma's going to start down a body. Well, we're going to find out here in just a few seconds from our, well, I'll keep saying crack research department. Let's be honest, it's a pretty amateur hour.
This is your reminder to hydrate so you don't dehydrate as we're watching the Karma girls drink their water in their pits.
How have I never heard that phrase?
You've never heard that?
I've
we
never
say
heard
that
that
all
phrase.
the time. That could just be a Texas thing.
I have a check-in from Todd. Hang on just a moment.
We got the tea. The tea's been served.
Game on.
Swing point, but 5-on-5.
Okay, but both teams are going to start 5 strong.
Point approved.
Right. Okay, well, we got the inside scoop, right? So our TMZ reporter jumped in, found out that I believe the Karma player was shot in the foot before she went down the snake, eliminated a player, which is a major. 3 bodies pulled. They did have enough bodies to fulfill the penalty.
So it was a reverse point for Northern Lights.
Correct.
And they are starting 5 alive on both sides, I believe.
Correct. Oh, you know what you're doing.
Tea's been served.
Why? Why am I? Yeah, justice has been served. Ref justice, the harshest kind. All right, St. Louis Archangels. I'm going to bounce to you. What do you do in this situation? Pray to your gods.
Cry.
Pray to your gods.
Cry. I wish I was joking, but it's probably cries the answer.
Yeah. All right, Suricatos make a decent breakout. They're not too conservative. We're under 60. Archangels not doing anything crazy. I think they've kind of accepted the situation. First Archangel walking off. Clock is ticking away. Archangels.
Into the snake clean, though.
Yeah, into the snake. She shouldn't stop. She can't.
She should just go down the wire. I mean, the Suricatos.
Uh-oh.
JK.
Oh, that's no. Yeah, that's no bueno. So Archangels just pull a minor. That's going to dash.
And there's another one, and the flag's stuck. Everything's going a little bit wonky.
That's going to. Very, very little hope just disappeared. Hope has left the chat, Archangels. 12 on the clock. So, congratulations to Suricatos. They're going to win this one at least 6-2.
Someone is still fighting, though. Oh.
Game stop.
There it is, the Suricatos pit going wild.
No points. Game finished.
Congratulations, well done. I mean, that's a convincing win. There's no argument there, and they're going to go in with a lot of confidence tomorrow to the playoffs, I assume. I actually don't know the record, but if they're in the playoffs, they're in a great spirit now going into it. So congratulations to them. Oh, you got caught on your phone.
I was gonna look up their record, and then I was told I would get a warning, and then I watched I literally was staring at the light as it turned the other color.
Turning your headset.
I just gotta retire. I bet he saw me pick up my phone back there, and he's like, "Watch this."
Go to the booth feed. I'm gonna burn her. This has been a
my
rough.
last name.
This has been
I
a rough
get
web.
burned.
You are. This has been a rough webcast for you. All the slings and arrows coming for you.
It's just, I'm never safe. I always have to be on guard.
All right, this is an exciting point. We got 4-4 with 2.5 on the clock.
Oh, but Karma lost their snake player off break.
Northern
but
Lights,
they're going for it.
Northern Lights into the snake safe, but they do lose a
but
back
Karma
line.
made 50 Dorito off break.
Oh my God, you are right. Karma's into that Dorito.
I typically am.
Great modesty shown by my co-host.
But can this Northern Lights player get low enough to avoid this small brick on the snake side? I can't actually see which direction she's facing.
Another Northern Lights player walking off. It's very likely that Dorito over there is starting to do damage at the 50.
But can this snake 50 do damage on this side?
She's got to do it fast.
At this point, who's going to control the damage dealer first?
Her team is melting behind her for Northern Lights. She's got to win this quick.
Oh, okay. Karma's into the 50 brick in the middle.
Yep, there's a run through there. There might be a run through going on over the Dorito side. There's a bounce from the D2 up to maybe the D3.
She's still in the lemonade stand, selling her lemonade.
Yeah, D3.
But does this Northern Lights? Oh, she sees her. But is this pin protecting her?
Blows her up. Good move by the Northern Lights player.
So it does look like Karma has...
Oh, she blows up that can.
Oh, it does look like this game might be going to Northern Lights.
Go for the buzzer.
But should she wait, or should she hit the button? Because I would wait.
That's a good point. You are absolutely correct.
I would have waited, because if you run it down to under 10 seconds, then you don't have to play that point. It's an automatic win for Northern Lights.
You are absolutely correct. You are often and always right. You did mention that earlier.
It's like problem solving. It's easy.
No, so all joking aside, I agree with you completely. When you're on the field playing, oftentimes I like to think of what's going on in the field as a puzzle. And there's a right move, right? Almost every time you're in a bunker, you're under fire, it's a puzzle. You start trying to figure out where the other guys are or ladies are, and you try to figure out what's my move here. So I really, truly, when paintball's at its most fun for me, is when I'm in a situation and I start to think about it like puzzle solving.
I'm doing math. Oh, it's starting to rain. We've got rain coming in on our monitors.
I didn't want to mention that.
I can't avoid it now. It's happening.
Yeah. But you're in the safety of the webcast.
Yeah, I'm in my castle.
Yeah.
Can't get me here.
Nope, you're safe here. At least until the end of the match, and then we hand you back over to your team. Good luck with that.
They'll take me.
Hey, maybe you can sign your jersey and give it to me when this is over, because I'm pretty sure you're not going to get to wear it again after today.
I mean...
your team's cutting you.
We'll see.
All right, well, we got about a minute left on the clock. I think one of the teams might have taken a timeout here.
I think it's 2 minutes because it's true X-ball.
Oh, good point, yeah, in the time between points. But teams are taking the field. Our waterproofing is going up around us. Alex is not worried about us getting wet. He's just purely worried about the equipment. There's no humanity in this business.
I would start on that side.
We are.
That side's getting rained on already.
Yeah. Yeah, let's tell Alex what to do here. Yeah, and he's listening. You're now in charge here. You're now in charge of the webcast. You're making decisions.
I'm helpful, I promise. He said I'm out.
Yeah, peace out. He's like, you're not my boss.
She just walks in here and tries to tell me what to do.
Instantly in charge. Okay, we got about 15 seconds left before the match blows up. Minute and 13. Karma, it has to attack. A minute and 13 there's not enough time for you to do anything but attack.
You gotta go, go, go.
You go, girl. Sorry, did I say that correctly? How was that?
I'm trying to figure out why the snake runner has so many pods.
That's a great question. It's not going to matter because I think she's going to die. All right. Karma on my left.
It does look like a 4-on-5. Northern Lights losing their snake body off early, and Karma's losing one out of the middle.
Karma tried to go through the middle, which was actually great. It didn't work out, but I'm totally fine with that decision.
You'd rather die on your sword. Oh,
hopper hit. Yep.
How unfortunate.
Karma player dying out of this snake.
It does look like a bomb has gone off on Karma's side. 3 dead at least. That was gruesome sounding, honestly.
It got dark over
Oh,
here.
but they killed another Northern Lights. Something. Oh, a major is assessed right as the towel is called.
Wow.
Or a minor, not a major.
Okay.
I'm not colorblind, I swear.
So, point is approved. Northern Lights are going to go up 6-4. That is not the outcome Karma needed.
That was just so unfortunate. It was so bang-bang on the minor being thrown and the towel being hit. If they had waited maybe 10 seconds longer, that could have been a different game. Karma could have won that one.
I wonder if the coach is over there arguing whether the flag came before or after the towel. You know there's a coach right now who's going to try to argue.
But does it matter if it came before or after the towel? Because they still had bodies to pull. They would still have had at least one body alive.
It's a really good question. I don't know. Even as a ref myself, I don't know what I would do if I saw a hit and I'm running to throw a flag and the towel goes off in the background. Do you still enforce the penalty because it occurred before the towel? Yeah, I guess you would still enforce it.
You would still enforce it, but it wouldn't matter because at that point, if there's still enough bodies
to cover it.
Really necessarily matter.
Interesting. Interesting philosophical question. As a professional webcaster, which I'm barely, we should tell the audience to weigh in on that question. Please click like and subscribe. That's another thing you're supposed to say.
That is?
Yeah. That's what the good webcasters say.
I always find it's a little tacky. If they like it, they'll follow.
It is.
You just need like a little thing on the bottom right that says like follow and subscribe.
All right, so we 6-4, 33 seconds on the game clock. I mean, for Karma, this is not unwinnable, but extremely difficult to win in this situation.
At this point, bro, it's just run.
50 seconds.
Yeah, Ray's always in charge. Yeah, you're still getting more love in the chat. Does no one love me?
To
Please
be fair,
chat.
so I can tell you who all those people are. So I play back in Oklahoma on a team called the Bricktown Bucks.
Okay.
And they're actually here. They were playing D3. Unfortunately, they got sent home earlier today. But they did fight very hard for their. They did make it to Ocho, so they did fight.
Oh, that's
but
a
those
successful
are my
weekend.
boys.
Yeah,
so.
that's a successful weekend. All right, here we go.
Game on.
Northern Lights on the left. They have the luxury of just sitting tight.
See, at this point, if I was this girl in the snake, you would not stop. Just go, go, go.
You're right.
Because, I mean, at that point, I mean, that's the worst that's going to happen.
Fine.
You get shot. At least you tried.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd
Go
rather try than the point ends, game time finish, and you're sitting in the Delta alone, and you're like, oh, well, this sucks.
10 seconds left. Northern Lights may be able to hit the buzzer on this one. Ooh, it's going to be tight.
No, I'm just kidding.
5, 4, 3. Oh, I don't know. I think she might have hit that buzzer at 1 second.
I don't know.
Not that it matters, really, but... Oh, she's doing the hopper dump.
She didn't have any paint to hopper dump with.
Paint.
We got yelled at when we did that, so...
Yeah. All right. Well, congratulations
Hey,
to Northern Lights.
technically they're both dead players because they touched each other.
Well, except the time is over.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't know, but he said stay here.
2 points.
Well, they're trying to decide whether or not she hit the buzzer before.
No.
I think she hit the buzzer at 1 second. I really do. Again, it doesn't matter.
I was going to say, doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't really matter. All right. So congratulations, Northern Lights, for a win over Karma. Also, St. Louis Archangels really took care of business there against a very good Suricatos team. Anything else you'd like to shout out to any sponsors or friends watching?
Shout out to Paintball Fit, Virtue, on my here. Look, you see them. Look at all those guys. Look at all my sponsors. Go like those guys on Facebook and stuff or whatever I'm supposed to say. I'm like reversed mirrored because of it's reversed.
So last thing is if you're a friend of her and you're hearing this webcast, if you could get her out of here safely before she gets back to her
my bodyguards?
That would be really for the best. All right. Well, thank you so much. I think we're going to see you in the playoffs tomorrow.
I believe so.
Yeah,
I'm like 97% sure, but my math's sometimes off.
Don't say that. You're a senior math major. All right. Thank you so much. That's going to wrap up our day here at the WNXL and the NXL World Cup 2023. We will see you tomorrow. Let's get out of here before the rain gets us.
Yep.
Thanks, folks. Have a good night.